everything goes better when you're in control of your health. Like, everything functions better. This thing that we're living in, this machine made of muscle, skin, bones, tissue, like, it goes with you everywhere you go. Your job, anything you want to do for fun, you're doing it with and through the body that you have. So the more in control you are of your health, the better all of those other things are going to be. And your life is going by quick. We're all living, and we're working, and we're grinding through every day. And so, man, the better you take control of your health, the better all of those other things are going to be. So we believe in that for sure. Like
not losing your breath when you walk from the car to the grocery store, not being able to get in and out of your boat. I mean, that's more relatable here. But you hear a lot of people that at a certain age or at a certain, for lack of a better term, when they get so far out of shape, it's like they can't even enjoy boating anymore because getting in and out of a boat is not easy to do sometimes.
Yeah. And some of our members too, like, they've literally said, we want to be able to get off the floor and play with our grandkids. And I'm like, let's go. Like, we want to be able to do the same thing.
So we were here at Kallus Gym today, which I think the name kind of says it all. It actually makes my hands hurt just thinking about the name Kallus.
It's good. That's the point.
Is that what's supposed to happen here? We're supposed to get calluses on our hands?
Just be in pain nonstop. No, I'm just kidding. No,
everyone has calluses that comes. It's like a badge of honor when you get your first callus.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The whole name, though, the name came from, I'm a blue collar guy, and I like fitness, and I don't know, we are always talking, what's a sign of hard work? You work hard in the gym to get results, you work hard out doing your job.
Yeah.
Calluses are kind of that universal sign of hard work. So
that's right.
That's kind of where the name came from. But
I love it. So I'm here with Jordan and Stephanie, the founders of this gym. Where are we today?
We are in Osage Beach, right behind Stonecrest Mall, kind of on the backside, and big old warehouse building.
I didn't even know this was here. You can throw a stone and hit Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah. So, funny story of why I'm even here was because I've got a strong friendship with Lake Expo, and we share content all the time. And I saw this nutty guy who went dam to dam. And mind you, I heard that right recently after I went for like a 4-mile paddle thinking I was like really tough and cool. And then I saw that and I'm like, shit. What the hell?
I agree.
So, by the way, dam to dam, most of you watching this, you are very familiar with what we're talking about. We're talking Warsaw all the way down to Bagnall. Or was it in reverse? It had to be Warsaw to Bagnall just because of the flow.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
I don't know, man. That's one of those things. You live at the lake and you're always looking at the lake. You're on the lake. How big is the lake? And I don't know. We've always loved paddleboarding, but I wondered since we moved here. I wonder if anyone's ever paddleboarded the whole lake.
Mm-hmm.
I'd heard of someone who kayaked the whole shoreline, which is really cool. And they did it over. That's a long way.
Yeah, it's more shoreline in the state of California.
Yeah, it's huge, and people who've jet skied it. I've heard that. Dam to dam on a jet ski, which would be really fun. And I'm like, I wonder if anyone's ever paddleboarded it. That's grueling. So I don't know. I did it a year ago. I did half the lake, just kind of jumped in the water and didn't know how it'd go, and went overnight and finished it.
So how long did that take?
Which one?
The dam to dam, the full.
The dam to dam, yeah. So I did it in like 32 hours. The goal was to do it in 36 hours. But yeah, just jumped in and
literally went all night long.
2 nights, yeah. We went. Because
you
started out all night and then all day and then all night again, and we went nonstop. Tried to plan it out. We had boats following, kind of make it legit, make it track us.
Just taking turns, I guess.
We had different friends that would captain their boat, and they the guys could hop off and, you know, eat something quick and kind of warm up.
Yeah, it's just like every hour the goal is to take a 10-minute break and eat something, and you know, we would stay stationary in the boat and then jump back in where we got on and keep going. That way we're not cheating and gaining any mileage out of the boat. But yeah, so that's how we did it. The whole goal was just to do, it kind of became a twofold. You know, first the goal was just to do it because no one's ever done it. Yeah. Like I researched it a bunch. As far as I could tell, no one's ever done it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something no one's ever done at the lake. That's cool. But then it kind of became a fundraiser as well. Yep. We, at that time, Officer Felicia Carson had passed away, and it was right around the same time frame. So we're like, you know what? What if we used it to try to raise some money for that family? And
awesome.
So it kind of became a twofold goal at that point. It was really fun. We were able to raise some money for the family, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So what's next on that front? Is there another?
You're never gonna do that again. That's for sure.
I've told myself I'm never doing it again. But then, you know, the longer you wait, the more I'm like, I wonder if I could do it again. I wonder if I could do it faster. Like it kind of eats away at you. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go for it again someday.
Cool.
I told him it's
I'm not getting any younger. So I don't know.
It's the closest thing to like childbirth, where it's like, it's terrible when you're in it and you're like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah. And then enough time goes by and you're like, all right, maybe I will.
I was thinking Hangover.
There you go. Hangover, childbirth.
I'm never doing this again. You opened a gym at the Lake of the Ozarks. You're not originally from the Lake of the Ozarks, but you are Lake of the Ozarkers now. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so we both come from Pittsburgh, PA. My wife loved the lake. We lived down here, back in 2016-ish for a couple years, and then we were gone and ended up back here because she loved it. And the whole thing with the gym, though, started because, I mean, our kids are at the age where they're in sports, and we interact with a lot of parents. We're getting to know people. You know, you have to do that when you move somewhere and you don't know anybody. So you just start getting to know as many people as you can, and interacting with people, you get the same question over and over again. Like, you know, we are parents who are trying to just be active and stay in shape, take care of our health, and we would always get asked, you know, how do you do it? What do you do to stay in shape, and then how do you do it? And we worked out in our garage all the time, and there kind of became a group forming in our garage, and our garage got too small, and so we were like, you know what, let's try to help people. If people are that curious about it, let's open up a gym where we can show people what we do and how we do it. So maybe we can help other parents or individuals, whoever wants it. So
okay, so you mentioned that you guys are from Pittsburgh, and you loved the lake. I know when we first talked, I was like trying to put two and two together there. That doesn't usually make sense because we don't have a lot of Pennsylvanians that come to the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes.
How'd that happen?
So in 2016, we moved to Roach, right outside of Camdenton.
Yep.
And we did a missions training that was 2 years there. And then we went overseas to Papua New Guinea for a little while. COVID happened, and we had to come home because of that. And then we kind of just were at a point where we were deciding, like, do we want to go back overseas? Do we want to stay in the U.S.? And we knew we didn't really want to stay in Pittsburgh. And this was kind of the other place where we had a lot of connections. We had some good friends, and felt like a good place to kind of start over and start some new things. So that's how we ended up here. Yeah.
That's awesome. When you decided to move here, did you have jobs? Did you have careers in mind? How did that go down?
We did. I mean, we had jobs before, but no, we didn't have any jobs lined up here. I had a couple things in mind I was going to shoot for, kind of started pursuing those, and those fell through, and I don't know. Then I always told my wife if I was going to open my own business, do my own business, I would want to do it at the lake because I have a blue-collar background, and you always hear the same story here at the lake that, you know, nobody shows up to even give estimates, let alone shows up to do the actual work. And I'm like, man, it's very competitive in the blue-collar world back where I come from. There's a lot of other guys that do work, and they do it very well, and so it's competitive. And so I thought, man, if that's that big of a problem here, maybe we'll just do that. Open our own business and keep doing here what I was doing in Pittsburgh. So that's kind of what we ended up pursuing job-wise. But then job for you was a little bit different.
Yeah, at the time I was homeschooling our kids. Like I was just stay-at-home mom, homeschooling our boys. And then eventually I got offered a job at our church, which was one of our big connections down here. And I did that I was the youth pastor for like a year. And I don't know. We didn't really have anything in mind when we moved here. We kind of just were starting over and
figured it out
as we went along.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you have multiple kids. This is your youngest.
Multiple, yes. Yeah, we have 4 kids.
So many.
It's a lot.
4 kids. What are their age ranges?
Gideon is 11, Canaan is 9, Leo's 8, and Jetta is 2.
Those are all biblical names? At least for the first 2? Sounding like it?
First two are biblical, yeah.
We started out that way and then
we branched.
yeah.
Went with
We went rogue.
names. I don't know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so then one thing led to another. You get here. You didn't have this vision in mind. How did this come about? I mean, you mentioned that families, friends were talking about how you stay in shape. What was the jumping off point? When did this open?
We opened, the first day we opened was June 1st, 2024.
Okay, wow.
That was day one. But it kind of started with my wife had our last kiddo, and I had already been a couple years into the other businesses we have that I run with my brother-in-law. But she was at a point where she had our last kid and trying to figure out what she wanted to do, and I don't know, we just we started talking about a couple different options and just asked her, what do you want to do? If you could do anything, what would you do? And her answer was, if I could do anything, I would love to run a gym.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's work together to make that happen. And so we started looking for some places, and we wanted to find a decent location when we came upon this place and made it happen. Started the whole remodeling thing and got it all set up. And
So it didn't look like this when you took it over?
Gosh, no.
not at all.
No, I think we started renting it in February, and we did all the work ourselves. We had some friends, some of the guys that were working out with us in our gym at the time that helped with some of the electrical stuff that we didn't really feel comfortable with. Yeah, we tore down walls, did paint, electrical, anything and everything we did ourselves. It took us a while, but it was actually a lot of fun to do. Our kids helped us with it. We had a bunch of friends that would come in the evenings or on the weekends, and just kind of hang out, blast some music, and
it was challenging.
Yeah.
Community friends kind of came together and helped us see one of our little dreams come true.
Very cool.
That was really cool.
Very cool. So when you think gym, the lake landscape is different than most markets, because most, especially bigger markets, Kansas City, St. Louis, it's just completely dominated by franchises, big gyms, right? What makes a gym like Kallus different?
For me, I think the biggest thing is the community of people that we have. Everybody has gotten to know each other for the most part, familiar with each other, come in and work out around the same time, and people have built friendships from that. So it just kind of feels like our garage gym, but on a larger scale. We all know each other. We're all kind of pursuing the same things. We're trying to help each other out in that way. So I feel like that's the difference between our gym and maybe a box gym.
Yeah, I think I would add to that and say some of the things I know are different about the gym is, we push very strongly, we want to have a space that is family friendly. That's why we did the whole kids room thing. We found in our experience and with our friends and just the circle of people that we've gotten to know here that when you start having kids, it gets harder to fit fitness and health into your life as a priority. But you can do it, and we've done it. We've just made it a priority no matter what. And so we wanted the gym to kind of have that vibe of, hey, it's a friendly place. You can bring your kids. They can run around and do stuff too. There's a kids room full of options for their entertainment, stuff like that. Another thing that makes our gym unique is that I write all the programming. A lot of times when people go to a gym, they're paying for a membership, they're going to the gym, but then they're bringing with them whatever program they bought and they're following.
Or no program. They go in there and it's more of a social, they're checking their phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just kind of hang out, and then they don't get results and they wonder why.
Yeah.
But I've just been doing it for us for years, and I know it works. It's worked for us. It keeps us in good shape. It gets you where you want to be. And so just keep doing what I was doing and offer it to other people that, hey, this is an option. If you want to do this workout, you can. It's on the board. But we also wanted it to be a place where you can just come and you can do whatever you want. Yeah. You can do your own thing. You can just get a workout in, you know. So I would say those are a couple things that make our gym unique. As far as the style of training goes, I would say maybe that's another unique thing is we're trying to basically create a place that allows us to do what we were already doing when it comes to like the style of fitness that we think works best. I think that for people to get in shape and stay in shape year round, to look good, feel good year round, the best approach is a combination of strength and conditioning.
And by conditioning, like cardio?
Yeah, cardio-based stuff, but not just running. You know, like you're incorporating like multiple movements, multi-muscle groups are being worked.
Getting your heart rate up.
You're jacking your heart rate up and getting the blood flowing. But so you're working on strength and progressive overload, but you're also working on your cardio and burning fat, and you're doing all of that simultaneously all the time, and that's going to help you build muscle, but also stay lean all the time. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to diet up and down to get leaner or not. Like you can stay in good shape year round. So our gym kind of has that vibe in it. Like we have some machines, but then we have a lot of open space and free weights because that's kind of what we believe in. That's the best approach in our opinion for anybody to stay in shape year round. So yeah, we're not a gym full of machines, but we do have some. We're more about open space. So we're not a CrossFit gym. We're not affiliated with anything CrossFit. We would say that we're a functional fitness gym. So you can do some bodybuilding type fitness or exercises in here, but you can also do some things that are CrossFit like, but it's more just under that umbrella of functional fitness. Mm-hmm. So full body, multi-muscle group, multi-joint movement. So you have the space to do that.
And functional fitness is good for like any age too. Like we have, like we were saying, we have a lot of parents that come in, and we have some people that are like, I haven't gone to the gym in like 30 years, since I was in college or high school or whatever. And the workouts that we do, because a lot of it is free weights and stuff, we can easily modify it. We can adapt it to whatever fitness level somebody's at. Which I think that's been very helpful, to have something that pretty much anybody at any level can come in and do our workouts. So, yeah.
Now you've got, so obviously it's the free weights as you mentioned, but then you've got this long stretch of fake grass. Mm-hmm. What are we doing there? We're doing sledding? What are we doing?
Oh, heck yeah.
We're doing everything. Yeah, we got sleds you can push. You can
do a lot of burpees on that turf.
Do burpees, you can do sprints, farmer carries. We do wall walks, up and down the wall. There's all kind of stuff.
So we actually have a kids class that I teach Monday and Wednesdays for like 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds, and they do a lot of sprinting on there. They do a lot of little...
It's burning energy, is that?
Yeah, I'm just running into the ground, so...
And when is that?
Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 5. It honestly is my favorite day. Favorite days of the week. It's just a little group of dudes. There's a couple little girls that come, but they just they love working out. They love running around. They're always trying to outlift each other, push each other on the sled, and it's fun.
Is it one of those things where a parent can bring their kids to that and then work out while their kids are doing the thing?
Yeah, if they want to work out, or some of them will just hang out here. Some of them will go over across to Stonecrest Mall, or they'll go to Starbucks or something, drop them off for an hour and come back. And yeah, it's fun.
It's been really cool though, because what we try to do in those kids classes is like, obviously we're gonna run them, we're gonna burn an energy off. You know, we're doing parents a favor with that, but we want it to be useful. Like, we're actually going through, say we're teaching them how to deadlift, like we're actually teaching them, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it, proper form, and then we actually do a real workout with them. So we're trying to actually make it useful. We're teaching them things that they can, if they remember, these main things, these things to keep in mind when they're deadlifting, like they can use that from now until into adulthood. Like,
well, and just making
proper form and stuff like that. So
just making the gym and fitness something fun, not something that's like, oh, I have to do this, or it's kind of a pain. We did for Memorial Day, or no, it was 4th of July, we did like a hero style workout. All the adults did it, and then when I had my kids class, I had them do the same thing. I just kind of modified it for them, and they were running out on the road with a big American flag, and people were honking at them, and they were like, this is so cool. So it's fun, just teaching them that like you can have fun, you can enjoy fitness, and it doesn't have to be this, I don't know, thing that you dread. It's actually fun.
Become a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now you've got the garage door, so I imagine on nice days we got a lot of fresh air flowing through.
Yep. Open it up.
All right, so we've got a gym here. You've got, it's family friendly. You've got kids classes. You've got childcare, or a childcare room. I guess clarify that. There's not actually somebody watching children.
Yeah, originally we wanted to do that, but we found that it's honestly just become a place where people can let their kids hang out in there while they're doing their workout. You can see into the room, you can go run in there and check on them. But yeah, it's kind of just become they can hang out, play in there while you're working out, kind of like you would maybe if you were at your house, working out in your garage and they're playing, so yeah.
Now we are sitting here in like a little lounge area. There is a kitchen behind us. Tell us what's going on here.
So the goal is, we're getting there. We're in the process of just wanting to provide some healthy options for people as far as food and drinks go. You can work out all you want, but if you have a terrible diet, it's not really going to do you much good to come into the gym every day. So we've got some like shakes that we're going to start making. I'm going to start selling some bars, and maybe eventually doing some like healthy meals to go, just kind of helping people get a better idea of what they should be eating, how they should be eating, and giving them something that's easy and quick. They could just come in and grab it or take it after a workout and not have to think about it or worry about it. So
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I also saw on the website, and I think Jordan, you mentioned it, about actually meal planning and things like that. Is that something that exists now, coming down the road?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I haven't really figured out what the best way is to do it, but I want to do some meal planning for people, but I also want to teach people how to do it so that it becomes something that they're good at doing for themselves. So whether that's us making some meals here to go and then offering some separate individual personalized meal plans for people, kind of a mix of both of those things.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to do meal prepping though, like provide like family style meal prep is one of the things we've talked about, because again, this is stuff we have done a lot for years. We're a decent sized family, and Steph is used to making large meals, but they're good for you. Like, they're high in protein. We kind of have a general idea of what the carbs and fats are and what we're consuming. And again, we wanted to kind of provide a solution and answer the question that I referenced earlier. When people would ask us, like, what do you do and how do you do it? Like, one part of that is the nutrition side of it. Like, well, this is how we do it, and if you want, here's some options. We don't want to just be a place where you can get your activity and your exercise in, because you can't outwork a bad diet. So let's fill the whole umbrella. You know, there's the exercise part of it at the gym. Here's at least some options where you can get some good, clean foods that have the macros on it all there for you, and we just want to provide something that will help on that side of the health equation
spectrum.
So,
Now you mentioned that you guys are practitioners of what you preach here, right? So there's no like formal background or education in like as a dietitian, as a trainer, anything like that. You're just real people doing the things that everybody has no discipline to do.
Yes. I guess that's what we're trying to do. Yeah. I mean, as far as certifications, she's certified to
prenatal and postnatal.
Yeah. To do what? How does
Just
that work?
prenatal, postpartum, so like helping women to recover after having babies and getting their stomach, back in shape after it was torn apart for however many months.
Just kind of trying to practice what we preach, and we've done this long enough. I'm 38, she's 37. We get it. We're business owners, we're busy, we're parents, the kids are involved in everything, and but we still make it work. Like in our own individual lives, we still make it a priority to get it right when it comes to the exercise side of things, the fitness, taking control of our health, and the diet side of things. Certifications are good. They are a good thing. But us trying to kind of function in that lane of just being, like you said, practitioners and practicing what we preach. I've asked people, like, what would you rather get surgery from the dude that hasn't really done it before, but he's got a plaque saying he can do it, or would you rather get surgery from a guy that's done 1,000 of them? Yeah. And I feel like we're kind of the people that have done thousands of them. Like, we've been doing this long enough, we understand it, we get it. We're kind of like, our bodies and our own story is our business card, and we just want to help other people. Yeah. So.
Yeah. A gym with this look, to me, I feel like is the young, hip place to be. But this isn't, there's no age limit here. I mean, literally anybody from 16 to 116.
Yeah, we honestly wanted it to like just have a cool vibe. Like, we wanted it to be a place, not like a sterile looking gym. We didn't want it to be boring. We wanted it to just kind of feel cool when you're in here.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you're in a little spaceship.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
You mentioned a mission. Explain. The mission of the gym.
So kind of our approach to training, it's kind of like the grid that when I'm writing programming or we're thinking through like what would be helpful to any member, any person that would come in here. What's going to help keep them in shape? What's the goal? It's kind of like an athletic approach. It's like an all-around, overall fit. That's kind of the goal, right? To stay overall fit, look good, feel good year-round. And so kind of the main goal for me is I want to be in a spot and I want to train in a way where I can outrun the lifter and I can outlift the runner. So that's kind of what we do here. That's kind of our approach to training. We're not gonna outlift the guys that only lift and power lift.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be able to hang. We're gonna know those movements, and we're going to be strong enough to hang. We're also not gonna outrun the guys that only run marathons. But you know what? We can hang. We can run. Our cardio is good. So that's kind of my motto personally, and ours personally, is we want to be able to outrun the lifter and outlift the runner. One
of my personal motivations for fitness in general, but like having a gym. So my dad was diagnosed with leukemia December of, I can't remember the years now, 2012 I think, and he ended up going through several rounds of chemo, was in the hospital for a long time, but he had an extra year of life because my dad was always super into fitness. He ran all the time, he loved going to the gym, was just a very active person, and his doctors told him if it wasn't for that, you would not be here right now. And so because of that, he got to meet our oldest son, and we got like a whole extra year of life. And so when I think about fitness, it's like, man, is it a lot of work to wake up early every day, go to the gym, eat healthy, exercise? Yeah, but like the payoff is that down the road, you don't know what's coming. Like, we don't know what our body is going to go through, what we're going to face. But if we can do something now that's going to benefit us later, like, it's totally worth it. So, I don't know. That's just been like a I don't care about looking, being on the cover of bodybuilding or whatever fitness magazine, but if I can be around longer for my kids and my family, that is way more important. So, yeah.
Because everything goes better when you're in control of your health. Like, everything functions better. This thing that we're living in, this machine made of muscle, skin, bones, tissue, like, it goes with you everywhere you go. Your job, anything you want to do for fun, you're doing it with and through the body that you have. So the more in control you are of your health, the better all of those other things are going to be. And your life is going by quick. We're all living and we're working and we're grinding through every day. And so, man, the better you take control of your health, the better all of those other things are going to be. So we believe in that for sure. Like
not losing your breath when you walk from the car to the grocery store, not being able to get in and out of your boat. I mean, that's more relatable here. But you hear a lot of people that at a certain age or at a certain, for lack of a better term, when they get so far out of shape, it's like they can't even enjoy boating anymore because getting in and out of a boat is not easy to do sometimes.
Yeah. And some of our members too, like, they've literally said, we want to be able to get off the floor and play with our grandkids. And I'm like, let's go. Like, we want to be able to do the same thing. So.
Last thing I'll mention, well, two things I want to ask you about. Number one, the curved treadmill. You don't see those every day. Well, what's the difference? Why is that necessarily better than just a typical flat treadmill?
So those are assault runners, which are self-propelled, and they are supposed to mimic as closely as they can to actual running. So it's not like you're setting the speed and then maintaining that speed. You are the one maintaining whatever speed you want to be at. Most of our members hate them the first few times they get on because it just feels weird. But they're great. I feel like they're way better than a regular treadmill because it's like you're running outside.
Yeah, they really do mimic as closely as you could actually running on any other surface. So yeah, they're pretty cool.
Cold plunge. You've got a cold plunge. That's the cool hip thing to do nowadays. But it's for anybody. Anybody who's got a membership can use it.
Yeah, it's right there. It's good, clean water. It's all filtered constantly. It runs through a filter and the temperature's regulated and it works. It's a great thing to do post workout. Wakes you up the rest of the day, but it helps with inflammation, blood flow, recovery, all of those things. So yeah, it's a great tool. Again, used to have just a feeding trough in my backyard that I would jump into, and in the wintertime I'd break up the ice and the water would get all nasty after a while. So
this one looks way nicer.
But this one's a lot better and just kind of, again, carried over what things that we were already doing and wanted to provide that as an option because we do believe it actually is very helpful when it comes to recovery. So.
And just like mental, I think we were talking about this last night, like the gym, I mean, we would say the gym is very helpful for creating discipline, obviously, but just like mental toughness, the ability to push yourself to endure things that, most people don't want to do that, but like you're having to each time push yourself. And the cold plunge is honestly a really, really good tool for that because you have to make yourself to stop and actually keep breathing for 3 minutes in a super cold, tub of water. And there's something about that it really is helpful, like mentally pushes you. And I've found that to be far more helpful than some other things. So, yeah.
Awesome. We've talked about all of the things. You got the classes, you've got all of the equipment, you've got kid-friendly, you've got kids' classes, you've got kids' area, you've got the meal prep thing, you've got the postpartum, the prenatal, you've got shakes, you've got energy. What's potentially coming soon?
One of the things I've been talking about is I've got some ladies one lady that's certified, does like aerial yoga and Pilates and some bar classes, and she would like to come in and use our space to teach some classes throughout the week. And then another friend that is also she's a certified trainer and wants to come in and teach some like cardio, kickboxing kind of classes. which I think a lot of ladies love that. Just coming in, doing a workout together, getting all sweaty, and having some fun, blasting some music while you do it. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get both of them in here and offer some more classes and fun ways of fitness for some other people.
Awesome. Yeah. You had mentioned back in that cold plunge room, maybe some plans at some point.
Yeah, we want to use that back room with the cold plunges as we want to build on it and make it offer some more options when it comes to recovery. So we have the cold plunge, but have it kind of like just a darker, relaxing room where you can get in there and do more recovery. You can do stretching. We'll have mirrors and stuff in there, but also get like a single person sauna put in there. Another thing that we've talked about, which kind of goes along with the options she was talking about when it comes to the kickboxing thing, is hang some bags up back there, and anyone who wants to come in and hit a bag,
Get their
kick
anger out.
or punch a bag, we can offer a little bit of guidance with that. I have a little bit of a background training striking, and so we can at least provide that as an option if people want to learn a little bit of technique, and we can at least help with that and have a space where they can do that. So.
Or just beat the shit out of a bag.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
All right, the $1 million questions. What are your hours? And then what are the costs?
So we are open 24/7. We have an app that our members download on their phone, and that gives them access to our gym anytime they want to come in.
So if I come here at 3 a.m., is anybody here? Like
don't think so.
employee-wise?
Oh, no. So we're only here, I'm here usually from 8 until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'm here later in the evenings for some classes. But yeah, you can come in anytime you want, and you want to do your own thing, work out on your own. Sometimes you'll find, you'll be in here by yourself. Other times there might be a class or some other people working out, but anytime you want to come in,
Nice.
it's open. Yeah.
Cost.
So a regular monthly membership is $80. We have an option for couples if you want to join with your spouse. We have a discount for that, and then we also have I think it's $160. And then for families, if a couple wants to come and they want to have their kids come and do the classes as well, that's $200 for your whole family to come. We have drop-in classes, $20, or drop-in for the day for $20. So yeah,
Test it out. Test drive it.
see how you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but we've done it a bunch of times where people if they just want to check it out, whether they want to do their own thing on their own time or come during one of the group classes, and just come check it out. If you want to come and you have a plan in mind, it's a $20 drop-in fee, but yeah, there's been several times where you're just like, yeah, come hang out, check it out.
See if you like it.
Yeah.
See if you like it, and do a few days for free just
Yeah.
to come and check out the class. So.
And if somebody wants to check you guys out, you mentioned where we are. Where can we? Do you have a website? Where are you on socials?
Our website is it's kallusgym.co.com. Instagram is just Kallus Gym.
Okay.
Facebook's just Kallus Gym. So yeah, go check it out. We post stuff on there fairly regularly. Different movements, different workouts even. And then the gym has been a fun place to hang out too, to do different parties and stuff, just over Christmas or New Year's we did, it was kind of members bring their families and spouses and come hang out, and we had a bunch of food and did a bunch of games for kids and adults and stuff like that. So we'll post stuff like that on there as often as we can whenever we make plans like that. So
Did somebody actually catch the hot dog in their mouth?
No one caught it.
and we tried so hard.
We
but
just
nobody
did that
actually
game for the slow-mo videos.
Of course, yes.
Maybe we should put that in some of the workouts.
I mean,
Get better at
there's
it,
some hip thrusting and whatnot that goes with that. Yeah. Well, I think there's probably only one thing left to do, and that's maybe you kick my ass a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.